Welcome to the Angus Report, the week's top Angus stories broadcast on the web by the American Angus Association. I'm Bob Cervera. Our top story for the week: recent bull sales in Montana have demonstrated tremendous demand for registered Angus genetics. American Angus Association Regional Manager Andy Rest reports on bull sale averages from Region 10.
We had a tremendous week of Angus bull sales here in Montana, the week of November 27th through December 3rd. We had a total of 7 bull sales that saw 1,971 Angus bulls gross $7.1 million to average $36.26. We had some outstanding both purebred and commercial operations from all over North America in Montana, and I think it just demonstrates the strong due a man for high-quality Angus genetics.
Visit us online for sale reports from throughout the country, along with sale catalogs and upcoming Angus sales. Earlier this week, President Obama and congressional Republicans agreed to a tentative deal that would extend Bush-era income tax breaks beyond the December 31st deadline. The framework agreement would continue unemployment benefits for an additional 13 months and cut payroll taxes to encourage employment rates. The deal includes a 2-year reinstatement of the estate tax at 35% with a $5 million exemption.
Wouldn't be surprised if we saw some legislation come to the House or Senate floor later this week or possibly next week. Now, given all of the procedural votes that'll have to take place, there's a good chance that this won't get resolved for probably another week. But at the same time, Congress only has about another week left to get this done, so we are watching very closely to see if there is any progress that's going to happen. This is not going to be a deal that everybody likes. There are going to be parts of it that both parties are they're pretty upset about. But neither party wants to be stuck with holding up any kind of progress that would result in just massive historic tax increases on all income levels. 5 million and 35% is a lot better than $1 million and 55%. And that's what will happen if no estate tax relief is put in this bill.
And finally, recent feedlot analysis shows Angus cattle outgain and outgrade their crossbred contemporaries. Supporting data from the USDA Meat Animal Research Center says the breed has caught up to Continentals in many growth traits. Pratt Feeders' Jerry Bone says they recruit Angus cattle into their feed yard for that reason.
And we've been very aggressive in collecting data, carcass data, as well as feed yard performance data that we then send back to those producers. And we've seen some really great improvements in the genetics of the cattle that we're getting, both from a feed yard performance standpoint as well as packing plant performance. And so I think in the end, we've seen the numbers of our certified Angus beef accepted cattle grow considerably over the last several years.
Research shows straight-bred cattle can compete and beat crossbreds in many cases. Search for Angus Advantage on cabpartners.com for more information. Well, that's all for this Angus Report. Join us next week when we provide the American Angus Association's latest news and information. Until then, visit our website, Facebook, or Twitter pages for articles, videos, and more information. Thanks for joining us.
I was one of those guys that was Mineral of the Month guy. Well, behind me there's 80 rolls of hay that 3 years ago would have been consumed. And by using the VitaFirm products, we were able to get better utilization of our hay during the feeding process. These 80 rolls represent $50 per roll, which is $4,000 savings. This is hay that I can use again next year, that I will use next year. That's why I stayed with VitaFirm. I mean, it worked.